Welcome to This Week in the PNFL. I'm your host, Mark Hill, and we have a very special session going on over here right now. This week we have we just had our wild card games going, and we have a rather large watch party as we have. Let's see, who all do we have in the room today? We have Mitch, we have Dean. Who else is in here? We have Richard in here in the room as well. Let's see, we got Barney, Donovan's here, James is here, Mox is here, Shuggy is here, and the commish. So everybody, give out a yell. Let everyone know you're here.
Hello.
Houston.
All right. So we're going to go through the wild card games for the first section. And then for the middle segment, we're going to let the coaches jump all in and have something to say. Whatever it is they want to talk about, we're going to jump into that. And then we're going to go into our championship games coming up. We had some good games this week. Some surprises out there, but we're about to run through all of that right now. First game up that we have on the list is we have the New York Jets hosting Las Vegas Raiders. And I will say that this one, I got to get my liquor here because if I say it, I got to drink. So the Jets do what the Jets do. So they ended up taking this one 38-7. We are going to start with Mitch.
Well, only person I think that's surprised about this game is Dean, since he had the only person that picked Las Vegas to win. But the Jets did a fantastic job completely shutting down the offense for the Raiders. In fact, I think at halftime, the Raiders had I think only had one first down or something like that at halftime, and it got a little better in the second half, but the Jets defense dominated. So, we'll see how they do next week.
All right. Dean, what do you got?
Yeah, I said last week that the Raiders were going to crash this playoff party and that they were going to be like a bull in a china shop. I think the only thing that got broken was the Raiders offense.
Rich, what do you got, commish?
That defense all day long. 7 sacks, 36% completion for Vegas. It wasn't even close. The Jets dominated. Their defense is elite defense when they want to play it, and Vegas had no chance.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough going for them. But I will say congratulations to them. They played a heck of a season. Did well this season, and best of luck for next year. Next game up, we have Washington hosting Chicago, and this one, I don't know if you'd want to call this a mild upset or not, but Washington ended up taking this game 27-20. Mitch.
Yeah, this is one where we were talking during the game, so this was Washington's best game of the year. They kind of, slogged through a lot of their schedule this season, but you could tell that there was some extra preparation and film study put into this one, and they look like the Redskins. So they'd get the ball down the field a little bit more than normal, and was still able to keep the Cardinals in check, but it was tight to the end. But some costly turnovers at the end of the game kind of did end the Cardinals.
All right, Dean.
Yeah, this is a really solid coaching effort by Jerry. He put together a good defense and a very solid offense, and he must have scouted Chicago pretty well. And one of the more impressive wins I've seen from Washington this season. I think it was easy to say that Washington maybe lost some momentum late in the season, but Jerry definitely got things together, and his team was definitely ready to play this game and win.
All right. Richard, what you got?
Yeah, Mitch and Dean are Correct. This was Jerry's best coaching of the season. Balanced. He ran the ball. He passed the ball. He held the ball 36 minutes. Kept Justin off the field. And congratulations to Jerry. That was really a very impressive win for him.
All right. Third game of the second of the AFC. We have the old classic Pittsburgh going up against Houston. They were playing at Houston, and big, I think you would call this one a shocker, as Pittsburgh took this game 30-9. Rich, you're up.
I wouldn't call this game a shocker. Pittsburgh is rising quickly. Their secondary, their defense is for real. Mayfield, 40%, 3 picks. That was the game right there. They both had about 350 yards. It was the Steelers secondary won this game. And our coach in Houston is going to have to try to figure something out for next season. What do you think, Mitch?
Well, when you have the home field and stink it up like this, it was no surprise that the home team or the home fans were calling for Mayfield to be benched. But he's won a lot of games for the organization, so he's not dead yet, but he seems to be slow on the trigger on some of these plays, and that seemed to cost him at least 3 times today for sure.
All right. Dean, you want to book in this on the opposite side? What do you got?
Yeah, 3 words. Lead pipe curse. I picked Houston to win last week and put a lead pipe lock on it, and once again my lead pipe lock was a lead pipe curse.
All right. And for the final game of the wild card weekend, we have Minnesota hosting San Francisco, and Minnesota rolled to a 40-7 victory. Rich, we're going to start this up with you.
This was just a beat down by the Vikings. 500 yards of offense, 300 and some odd yards of rushing. Snell with 127, averaging 11 per. And the Akers 148 for 9.9. 49ers just could not stop the run, and they had no chance. This was complete domination by Minnesota.
All right.
What do you think?
There you go.
Yeah, this was an impressive coaching effort by Barney. His team played very well. I think through most of the season, Minnesota was probably at times looked like they were the best team in the NFC, maybe even in the league sometimes, and played had a great season. And I think they stand a good chance of putting on a good challenge to Washington next week.
All right. Mitch, what you got?
Yeah. Well, Barney and I were talking, before the game, and, he was just excited about how, normally, after playing in the AFC West, this team's usually beat up by now, but having an entire season in the NFC, he said this is the healthiest team has been, for the playoffs since he's, been in the league. So no surprise that they were able to just run all over San Francisco, but we'll see how that goes against Washington next week.
All right.
I can smell the condensation in the air.
So as we come to wrap this up, let's see who all we have in here. Well, we just got finished talking about this game here, so we have Barney here. Barney, what? Give us your assessment of your team's performance today.
Oh, without a doubt, the best performance of the year. My boys came to play. They were up for the game. We got the running game going, and that was it. And the defense was tough too, but I was really excited about the running game.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hop over, as we're going to hop through these games, let's hop over to the Houston-Pittsburgh. I see we have Donovan in here. Coach, how'd your team perform?
Hey, I was real happy with the performance. I knew with Mitch and I, we always go back and forth. Like, we just beat each other's ass every other game. And, you didn't know which way this one was going to go. But I felt like I had a good game plan. And turned out lucky in my favor. Got the opportune picks when I needed them.
Okay.
Donovan, what he's really saying is he was very impressed with Baker's performance. He was very happy with Baker's performance today.
Hey, Mitch, didn't you say you wanted to acquire my quarterback a few weeks back?
Well, I
You
think at the
offered
beginning of the
that.
season, I think, yeah, we had tossed that around.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure which quarterback to start because I've started all three of them this year. So I thought I would choose the one that you wanted and give him a demonstration in the playoff game.
Well, I think you did all right. I think you did okay.
All right. Yeah, I was looking to see who else was in here. Let's see. I know Vegas isn't here. Jets aren't here. Washington and Chicago, I think they both left. So I'm just going to open it up to you guys that's here that haven't had a chance to speak up yet. Go ahead and jump in and let us know, let us know which coach you are so the other people out there listening know who it is, and pick a game and give us your opinion on it. Go ahead. Or you know what? I'll start with my buddy James. James, let's talk about the games. Which game impressed you the most today?
Hi, this is Bob. I'm a longtime listener, first time caller.
First time, long time.
And I just want to say that I really enjoyed watching the games this week, and I hope we continue. So I'll just hang up and listen.
Yeah, there's no James in here. He's not here.
Oh, he's not. I thought he was. I thought he was in here. So, all right. Well, let's see. Hell, Mox, come on up, guys. Throw something in there, Mox. What'd you see this week?
Okay, first, I think James is there.
Yeah, I see him in the
I
room.
don't see his name. Okay,
I think you
I
just
don't
woke
see
him
his
up
name.
like he was on pause, and I think he's back.
Yeah.
For me, I just been watching games, learning, right? Because, hey, what I want to know is how the heck did I get Coach of the Year from the game?
That's
Like,
what I
what's
want
wrong
to
with
know.
Yeah, we have all wondered that, actually.
Yeah,
Who were the last
seriously.
3 years?
Anyway, moving on, I just looked and watched, and like I do, well, I haven't been as diligent as I have in the past, but last couple seasons, I'm just here to like watch and compete, and I blame Rich because even though I have a terrible schedule, terrible record, I still get a difficult schedule, so that's on him. But otherwise, I think what I learned this week is I think it is going to be really, really, really good.
Mox, can I ask you a question?
Listening to me?
Who were you impressed with most this week, Mox? Forget your team. Who do you
Hello?
like this week? Who was most impressive?
No, I'm gone.
Nope. Did he leave?
No, I don't know.
You don't know. Didn't you watch the games?
Am I here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Didn't you watch the debate?
We can hear you, Mox. We can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm very
Anyways.
confused.
My point is that
What was which game today impressed you the most out of all the wild card games? Which ones were you impressed with the most today?
the Washington game.
Ah, there we go. All right.
There we go.
Shuggy, which one impressed you the most?
Well, I mean, I was just impressed by Mox just now, man. He's just proven that Toronto has the best drugs in the league. But as far as the play went, I mean, I didn't really learn a whole lot. I mean, the Vikings suck, and they always will. But no, I actually, I have to admit, Barney put up a good game today. That's for sure. Because 49ers beat him twice this year, and I was expecting. I was expecting the Niners to I thought they might win this game, but obviously, no. Barney kicked some ass. I didn't see the first two, unfortunately, but I enjoyed Mitch's music.
Oh
And,
yeah, the
how
theme.
it
Yeah,
trans-
the theme songs. That was a nice throwback. That definitely was a nice throwback.
Yeah, and about how he sacrificed his PPPs to make them.
Yeah.
So, it was it was a good day. Good day. I always enjoy these.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think we mentioned as we were watching the games back in the day, growing up in Texas. I was living outside of Houston, but was always a Steelers fan. So that game was always that brought back some nostalgia for me. So I think when I called it, I said both coaches are good. I said, but Donovan's wearing the black and gold, so I had to roll with the black and gold. So he channeled Bradshaw and everybody else and all those great Steelers teams to how can I say this? So the Steelers can do what they always do against the Oilers, and they did it again.
I think you got Mel Blount back on the team.
Yeah, Donovan. So what did you make the rounds to the Steelers, and you went up to Riverfront Stadium and started telling some guys, "Hey, come on back"?
Yeah, I visited all the nursing homes and just got the secrets from those guys and brought them into the game plan.
No, all you had to do was just tell them we're playing the Oilers, and they said, "All right, we're suiting up. We're suiting up. We're coming on out." So, so we kind of talked about it a little bit. What else is on you guys' mind before we go into the final segment? I know we have the off season coming on as the season winds down. I know we have the list coming out for the rookies for the upcoming draft. I know that Rich always likes to make sure we start getting things set up as far as players that we're going to cut and all the other off-season GM stuff. So I'll throw this over to Rich first and then open it up to you guys. What do you want them to start doing? I know you mentioned in the emails, but just kind of throw it out there again. I know you've done it plenty of times, so let's do it again.
I don't want you doing
right?
anything. I don't want you doing anything for 2 weeks. The cuts do not hit the board until we declare a Super Bowl champion. So start figuring out how to cut down to 53, but don't post it. So teams should be looking. In fact, in the contract file, I'm already moving your players back to the roster. I'm clearing your practice squads if you've been eliminated, and just start figuring out who you're going to cut. So you have 2 weeks of rest. Some of you 3 or 4 weeks of rest, and just prepare for the cut down. There's nothing for you to do now. Otherwise, really, the off season is, for me, it's a lot of work, but for you guys, it's pretty simple. We just take each week as a task, right? I mean, you're gonna have a week to cut down, and then a week for the next thing, and a week for the thing after that. So you're gonna have plenty of time in the off season for the next 2 months. So just get ready to cut down to 53. That's all you have to worry about. Forget about retirements. That's on me. You don't have to adjust your roster. That's on me. So just get ready to cut.
All right. So start getting getting them ready. Don't put anything in. I've been looking at the draft pool and trying to figure out what needs to be done. I'm sure everyone else has been doing this for a while. That's what the next step you guys look at. So try to make it easy for Rich and as possible, and less hassle for him. So open forum. Anything anyone here has that they want to bring up?
Yeah, one thing I want to bring up we have coming up soon is the start of the new college league, the PCFL. We're aiming to the week after the Super Bowl, the week 1 games. The website is pcfl.site, and the forum is on there as well, and there's some information there, and more information and more of that website will be completed and more on the forum, but I just want to mention that. And most that are generally have actually registered on the forum, and some have posted. I would encourage everyone to get as generally to register on the forum if you haven't already done so. Post an introductory message under Trash Talk. And those of you who have not yet joined the PCFL, I would urge you to do so. There's some good teams still available. And There's some information on the form about how the league files are created, and they are available on the website to be downloaded as well. All of the teams will have a fairly even amount of talent to start with, and then coaches will mold and shape their teams with recruiting every year. We will not start the season with recruiting. We just go right into the season with the rosters that are on the teams. Then in the future, the coaches will mold their teams through recruiting and training camp, and so that will be, we hope, starting in a couple of weeks as well, and that will be something that will be part of the off-season process. Most of the PCFL games will be run when the PNFL is in the off-season, and it's a good chance to kind of experiment with some people. Use some of your stuff that you've used in the PNFL, and maybe try some things different, do some things. So I would urge everyone who hasn't done so to sign up a team.
All right. So the site again, I'll also have it listed in the links on this page with everything else, and I'll also have it in the scrolling banner as we exit out of the show today, and that is the PCFL.site. I have it up right now, so you guys, and it is a 16-week season on here as well. So definitely, if you guys want to get into this and keep that football running in between the PNFL, that possibility is there. Or if you guys know someone who wants to get into this crazy game that we've been playing, and obviously all the spots are taken up in the PNFL, they can move over into that, and that can kind of give them a head start to move into to our league. So, all right. Go ahead.
Quick question: is the entry fee still $2,500 per team, Dean?
No.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if you changed that or not.
The home office vetoed that idea, so we'll not be charging an entry fee.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else? Anybody else got anything? What else you guys got?
Well, I do. Send your email offers for the first pick. No picks for next year, and I don't know. Let's see what happens.
All right. So Shuggy's throwing his hat in there for picks. So anyone else?
No, I said I was trading. No, I didn't say I want picks.
Oh, for trading. Okay, for trading.
Yeah, could be combination. Just don't want anything for next year.
All right. What'd you have, Barney?
I just wanted to say that the folks who haven't been coming to the watch party, you're missing a lot, because we've got Rich on there dropping pearls of wisdom about how you should manage your team and stuff like that. So I would just encourage people to come join the party. It's a lot of fun, and we laugh like crazy. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Usually, lots of condensation on the watch party.
Oh, come
some
on.
Of the guys are showing lead pipe too, so that's
It was
another.
probably my one and best only.
Yeah, and somebody's doing shots too, so yeah. All right, we're gonna move over into our third.
Wait. I do have two comments.
Okay.
One, I'm not doing shots because we have a liquor strike.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm not doing shots. Two, and this is directed at Rich. Enough with the lowering the points. I want 54 points next season.
Oh, you're talking about the allotment.
I'd like it to go up one.
Oh, the allotment points.
Yeah, it's probably not. But
yes.
I can say here right now, it's not going up.
The point of reducing it from 65 all the way down, he's reduced
53.
The pools,
right?
Etc.
And now, all right.
Mission accomplished.
Someone
can we
answer
just
this
get
question.
back to football? And
No, hold on.
Hold on, Mox.
53.
Hold on, Mox, because he has an explanation on this. Go ahead, Rich.
When is the last time any coach had to cut a player that he wanted to keep because he didn't have the points? That a star player who you really wanted, but you had to lose because you didn't have the points. Tell me who that player is.
That's a good
Okay,
question.
there you go.
Now,
There's the answer.
now, Rich, let me ask this.
It's never happened.
Now, Rich, let me ask this question. So, what Mox is bringing up is that the points, we have an allocation of points. And then when we have the allocation. Now, when we do our bets and our picks that we do every week, you can gain additional points from the betting, correct?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
And this season, the Chicago, Justin got 7 additional points. So he ends up with 61 points usable points.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets also earned 6 points. The 49ers earned 6. Washington earned 6. Minnesota had 0. Well, and New England had 1. Well, that's on you guys. Maybe you forgot. Maybe you pick lousy. I mean, pick better like Justin does.
Now,
that's extra points for you. It's a couple extra players you could sign.
Now,
How many did I?
Dean, you had 0.
Yeah, that's what I thought. My picks were lousy.
Does anybody realize I can't hear Mitch?
I'm not saying anything.
Mitch hasn't said
Mitch
anything.
hasn't
No, I'm sorry.
That was
I haven't said anything.
that was Dean.
The point is, listen, here,
Okay,
the
I
overall
can't hear
point is,
Richard. I can't hear him at all.
who do you?
Can everybody hear Rich?
I can, yeah.
All right. I'm checking everything over here. I can hear everybody. I got feedback coming on everyone. I don't know. You can hear me over there, right? Right, Mox?
Yeah. How about I reload? I don't know. I
All
can't
right.
hear a thing.
Was Richard the only one you couldn't hear, or could you hear anyone else?
I couldn't hear James at all.
James, I don't even think is here.
No, James is here.
James is back. Can you hear me now?
Oh, he is here.
Yeah, I can hear him now. I can't hear. I don't even see Richard.
Rich is
Did
on.
everyone else hear my answer though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we heard you, Rich.
Rich is
Okay, and
Rich
so
is
Basically, we're not going up, and you need to bet so you can get points. And Chicago earned 7 extra points.
Yeah, all right. It's also, but
Well,
I
yeah,
want teams to have
but
difficult.
okay, we're not
decisions,
going
that's
up.
all.
Are we going down?
We're going down to 30. I don't know. Yeah,
He says we're going down to 30 because no team is missing out on signing their star players.
Deal. I like it.
We're going down.
Listen, guys, the idea is for this to be.
I'm reloading.
all right.
I can't hear half of this.
All right.
And I actually didn't know I was speaking half the time when Shuggy said I had good drugs because I didn't know. I couldn't hear half the people, so
Go ahead and
I gotta reload.
Yeah, go ahead and try to reload and jump back in.
Yeah.
All right, so Rich.
Everyone else, guys, I'm just trying to make it a little difficult. Nobody ever loses a star player. That's all. So we're going lower and lower slowly over years and years, and still no team has ever lost a star player because they don't have the points. So you guys are handling the points and the points cap quite well. Nobody ever has any trouble. That's not the way the NFL is. Super Bowl champions, playoff teams, they lose players each year. We never lose players. So the points are definitely not going up.
So
You could really test
so
points
right
by
now
about 10 points.
So right now the points are at going into the next season. You said they're going to be at 53.
They are 53 right now. You can assume they're going down.
Okay, and you
But slowly.
okay? So you haven't decided what the number is going to be yet. That's what I was asking.
No, I haven't. I have not decided what the number is going to be.
Okay.
Somewhere between 53 and 30, though, I think.
You said that
Also,
number
we
was
also
like
we had a situation where Chicago and Detroit, James, had 300 points, 150 points, and that's slowly going away too, which was part of the problem. So Chicago's now got 90. Philadelphia's only got 67. I'm trying to remove points from the economy over time, and it has been working. We've removed hundreds of points from the economy in the last 4, 5, 6, 8 seasons. So that's going to continue. So just be prepared for it, that there might come a day when you have a player you really want to keep, but you can't.
You dropped that to about 50 points per team. That would really be a challenge for some GMs, I think. Really make things interesting.
I'm trying to do it in a way that doesn't piss
Stop
people
that.
off in one season.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying do that. Yeah, you're just trying to like gradually turn up the heat so the frog doesn't jump out. I get it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Okay. All right. I think we've gone through this
Good
enough.
question, Mox.
Yep. Anyone else has any other questions before we move into our last segment? Anyone else has questions for Rich?
Yes, stop moving it down.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go into championship weekend, the AFC and the NFC championship weekend. We have looking at the last two games. Let's see what we have here. We have the New York Jets hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know it's way too early for the sporting books to put out the numbers. So
8.5.
Okay. There you go. So they're giving the Jets 8.5. So we're going to go ahead and start. Well, the man that called it, we're going to start with him. Rich, you're up.
This is going to be a tough game. The Steelers are for real, but I'm going to take the Jets until Donovan and the Steelers prove to me that they can beat the Jets when the Jets are trying to win. And they're going to be trying to win this week, so good luck. I'm taking the Jets, and I think they'll even cover.
All right. Mitch.
Let's see. This game we played in New York. Okay. I will go with the Jets, but I think it's going to be within the 8.5 margin.
All right. Dean.
Yeah, I'm going to call for the upset here. I think the Steelers are going to win this game.
All right.
So what do you think about that,
In
Donovan?
New York.
Well, that pretty much seals it up. Jets.
Jets.
Well, hey, wait a minute. Hold up. I got to get my Hold on. I got to get my glass.
We've got the offense. We've got the defense.
All right. Well, you guys know what I'm getting ready to say. The Jets are going to do what the Jets are going to do. I like Pittsburgh. I'm glad they took this win. But I'm on that train with Rich this week. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Jets.
Show me, right, Mark? You got to show me.
Yeah. Over on the NFC side, we have Minnesota.
6.5.
Okay, Minnesota hosting Washington, and they are giving Minnesota 6.5.
No, Minnesota. Well, Minnesota's the favorite. Minnesota's favored by 6.5.
Okay, Minnesota's favored by 6.5. We're going to start with Rich. Go.
I'm going to take Minnesota to cover also. I love the way Jerry played today, but I don't know. Something tells me that this is Barney's season to get to the Super Bowl. I'm taking Minnesota.
All right. Dean.
Yeah, I'm picking Minnesota to win and cover that spread, win this game by at least a touchdown, and I'm putting a lead pipe lock on it. Minnesota is going to win.
No, they're going to lose. Mitch.
Thanks a lot, Dean.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Dean, you can only give out one lead pipe pickle.
Yeah.
That's right. He's like, no, one lead pipe lock. He doesn't get two.
Yeah.
So who you?
One, I didn't put a lead one. The other one I said was an upset. I was calling for the upset, but I didn't put a lead pipe lock on it.
Ah, okay. So who are you
I
putting
don't know.
your?
You got to replay that.
So who are you putting
No,
your?
I think Dean's right. I think he called
Really?
it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
if
I
I
think
throw,
he
so,
Dean's.
if I throw a red flag, we're not going to review it.
Nah.
All right. Okay.
Are you trying?
All right,
You're trying to shake that. You don't want that lock on there, huh? You don't want that lock.
Hey,
No,
if we're going red flags, I want red flags. I can't hear Mitch.
Mitch hasn't said anything. Mitch hasn't came in on it yet.
Anything.
He hasn't said anything yet.
This is nuts.
Go ahead, Mitch.
All right. So, Minnesota, well rested and healthy. So I'm going to take Minnesota next week to cover.
All right. I'm gonna. It's gonna be a good game. I got to lean along with Mitch. I can't put on the purple and gold cheerleading outfit because Mitch has that on right now. So I don't think he's going to take it off until until Minnesota loses. So I'm going to go with Minnesota as well. That's going to be my lead pipe lock for the week. So, all right, guys. So much shorter show than usual, but shorter games. Obviously, 4 games. So as we come to wrap this up, I definitely want to thank all the coaches that were in Discord today. Definitely had some good chatter watching the games, and for sticking around for the show as well. So pretty nice. And again, as I said earlier, if you guys haven't jumped in, you guys need to go ahead and jump into the Discord. What we're going to do the same thing again next week after the championship games. We're going to go ahead and run another show right after. So definitely come and join into the audience. So I think it'll be a fun time. So as we come
I think you said that that you have some plans to do a 4-hour Super Bowl preview show, correct? Pregame.
You know what?
4 hours. Special guests.
I'll tell you what. Here's what I will do. If we can get in next week's game, if we get a large crowd in, and everyone that's listening to the show now, if you guys say, "Hey, we're all going to be there," we'll do a pregame. We'll do a long pregame show. I don't know. It's not going to be 4 hours, but we can do a pregame show. I'm definitely up for it.
We'll ask you. We can get people who knew the coaches when they were growing up. Do
there
some heartwarming stories.
There you go.
Of the coaches and their families, and really string it out for an all-day event. Yeah.
Yep. We'll do a history of the SE27 toss.
Yeah, talk about how you came up with that idea.
Yep.
Next to the flux capacitor.
Yep, we'll definitely do that. So, all right. So as we make our last rounds to the table, let's see. Again, I want to thank all you guys for coming on board or coming on to the show today. Rich, any final words as we go around the table?
This was a lot of fun, guys. 3.5 hours of giggles. This was very fun. Hopefully, are you guys going to do this for the draft also?
We can if there's
cool.
If there's interest in it, and depending on the timing of it, we can definitely do the draft. So I think we start on a Friday.
This is a lot of fun.
It depends on when we start, because if it starts on a Friday, I'll be at work. So if we did it on a Saturday, we could do that. So it just depends on the time.
You can just fix Monk's audio problems, we're in business.
Yeah. All right.
Started Friday. We did a show while round 1 started.
Well, we got time.
We can do a show, and then whoever doesn't show up, we can let Dean pick for him.
There we go.
Or we can have the first night of the draft live like this, right? And then go into the WhatsApp draft like we did last time.
That's another possibility as well. So, all right, Dean, any final words do you have?
Yeah, just good luck to the 4 teams in the playoffs next week. And once again, reminder, PCFL.site, the website and the forum is up. And I urge everyone to check that out, especially those who have not signed up a team yet.
All right. Mitch, any final words on your end?
Yes, congratulations, Donovan. I will be pulling for Pittsburgh. We need to keep the AFC West rolling. And so other than that, let's get it.